Can PEMF therapy help anxiety when the brain won't reset?
PMF therapy is being explored for anxiety when the brain seems unable to reset. To understand why, meet the amygdala, your brain's smoke detector. The amygdala can react to possible danger before your thinking brain has fully figured out what happened. That speed keeps you safe. But with chronic anxiety, the alarm system can become too sensitive. A slammed door, an email notification, even a thought can start feeling like a threat. At the same time, the prefrontal cortex, the more thoughtful part behind your forehead, normally helps evaluate that alarm and say, we're okay. In anxiety, communication within this threat control network can become less effective. The smoke detector keeps sounding while the person who should check for a real fire has trouble getting through. And that communication is electrical. Biology is electrical. Sound gives us a useful bridge. A sudden bang can trigger the alarm quickly, while slow breathing, humming, or rhythmic sound can provide sensory patterns associated with calming. Sound itself is mechanical vibration, but your sensory system converts that information into electrical nerve signals. Frequency is electrical once the nervous system encodes and carries that pattern. Now, think of neurons as tiny rechargeable batteries. They maintain electrical voltage across their membranes, about negative 70 millivolts at rest, and that voltage lets them fire, reset, and communicate. Chronic stress can change the excitability and firing patterns of brain circuits, although it's too simple to say anxiety is merely a low voltage battery. PMF applies low frequency electromagnetic pulses to the body. Research is exploring whether these patterned fields can influence electrical signaling and regulation. In an animal study, P increased tiny vessel blood flow and oxygen delivery in the brain through nitric oxide. And with a different electromagnetic technology, brain stimulation studies have shown that stimulating areas of the prefrontal cortex can change amygdala activity. That's the hierarchy of health: electrical, then chemical, then mechanical. Anxiety medications primarily work through chemistry. PEMF is being investigated from the electrical side. So the interesting question isn't whether PEMF simply switches off the amygdala, it's whether supporting the electrical environment of the nervous system may help the brain become better at regulating its own alarm circuits. So the smoke detector can become a detector again, instead of acting like there's a fire 24/7.